Hello everybody and welcome back to the Phoenix Wright Eastern Trials and Tribulations walkthrough. It is time to finish off Turnabout Beginnings. Yes, you heard me right. It's another really short case, and it's about the same length as Turnabout Memories, but this is perfectly fine because it's still incredibly important, and I think we have a few things, probably lip into. And I'm really not getting all these cat puns. Like, I know he's calling a kitten and all, but, like, dude. Just because you want to get with a pussy, don't mean you're going to be able to. So, I think we need a little bit more information here. How would you know this information? I mean, it does make sense, but there is also that, so there's a slight problem. Well, there is that, but how would... I suppose we have been talking about it all throughout this trial, so she would probably already know. You see, this is the problem. You don't want to bring in witnesses into trials until they need to be there, because there's a lot of important information that she shouldn't know that she does. I mean, unless, obviously, Edgeworth briefed her on it, in which case she would know, but if she didn't, she's basically just setting herself up to fail. I agree with the mentally imbalanced. I do not agree with the killer. So, with this added to the testimony, we have something to dig into.
Objection!
The scarf's not frickin' white. Slight problem. Because, yeah, scarf ain't white. Definitely not white. It's blue. It's very blue. So, how do you know it meant to be white?
Objection!
Obviously, the whole thing of dealing with people coming in when they shouldn't do and hearing things they shouldn't do and briefing and so on and so forth, but as is usually the case, the reason why Dahlia, clearly Dahlia, knew what colour the scarf should be because of that note, because she read it clearly, saw it before it became evidence. Duh. Like, really, I don't know how Dahlia thought she'd get away with all of this, because quite clearly... I mean, I suppose, considering the level of quality that all the defence lawyers seem to be dealing with, because, like, as far as we can tell, all the other defence lawyers in town are rubbish. Because we're like some sort of god among men in defending people, whereas the prosecutors just seem to get everyone, like, everyone convicted. So, and obviously there's like one of them's dead, of us, and there are like 4 prosecutors in the original trilogy that Actually 5, who have previously managed to get many guilty verdicts. So, kind of important. But yes. We're finally getting to the point here, finally, that the person who knew what was in the note was Dahlia. Because, yes, the note says, speak to Dahlia. And so Dahlia would know what was in the note, and therefore Melissa Foster must be Dahlia Hawthorne. Can we get to this point now, please? Because it's like, come on, like seriously, she's right there. We can convict her for all sorts of murders. Because yeah, she may have fallen in that river, but I'm sure you can survive that river. Like, unless you find the body, there is a problem. And she may be legally dead. Although the thing that I find hilarious is that obviously we know that she went back to using the name Dahlia Hawthorne after the events that take place today. So she ceases to be legally dead. I suppose, considering we're going to prove that this is indeed Dahlia Hawthorne, there's no real hiding it. So it's pretty much all she can do. But yes, this is clearly Dahlia Hawthorne. We knew this from the beginning, and now the whole court gets to find it out. So boom, 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 take that! Edgy? What? That's my word. Talk about withholding information. Like, majorly withholding information, because that clearly makes her a biased witness. Because if you think about her, if she had a decent relationship with her sister, which, to be fair, I don't believe she did, then she's ultimately going to be biased against Terry Falls, even though Terry Falls was meant to be her lover. And so her testimony cannot be trusted. I mean, obviously, since she was the one who witnessed Master Bear Quotation Marks the murder, then really she's the only person we can call on, but I wouldn't really trust her testimony all that much. At all, to be fair, actually. I mean, this would make sense. Like, I mean, I for any normal person, yes, it'd be awful to be kidnapped and then to lose your sister 5 years later to the same man. But we already know that they planned that kidnapping together. In fact, Dahlia was the one who planned the majority of it. And because obviously they found that she's clearly a conniving little lady, and therefore there's every chance that she hated her sister, so it makes perfect sense that she'd want to kill her. So, ta-da! How ironic, coming from, yeah, someone younger than her. Like, Edgeworth has always acted above his age. Like, I feel him in that. Because, as I've said numerous times throughout my commentaries, at times I'm a lot older than my years. At times I feel like I'm 70. Like, I look at the world and just go, oh, bloody dang-nabbit kids these days. Get off my lawn! That sort of dealio. But other times I'm like a 7-year-old. Just kind of bouncing off the walls with excitement. And then very rarely am I the 23-year-old, I feel. I oscillate between the 2 points, really, and end up, ultimately, in general, end up somewhere in the middle, but it's a strange one. As we already know, she was involved in that case 5 years ago, and ultimately that is where we will find the motive for murder. You see, it all makes sense. And, oh, do not call her a little maple leaf. Do not call her a little maple leaf. And how ironic that Mia's the one bringing up woman new wilds when she's the one who ends up using that to get evidence out of people. Not that anybody could actually, prove that it was Mia, because Mia's dead. And spirit channeling is a thing that nobody knows about, because they all think it's fake, because of the DL6 incident. So, it's a fascinating thing. Now, this would be a feasible story, actually. Like a very feasible story. I too, in this sort of situation, would probably go for that as well. But we know that Dahlia Hawthorne is a psychopath. So we need to prove that she's a psychopath. And, yeah. We ain't going to be gentle with this. Because we've got very helpful information. Because yes, the whole thing was staged. And she don't know that we know. I mean, to be fair, his testimony, he'd want to save his ass. Therefore, a little bit awkward. Because would anybody actually believe the convict? But either way, let's find the thing and oh girly.
Objection!
Hell no! That's impossible. Or at least incredibly hard to believe. I believe on this particular statement you can either present the bridge or the witness photo. Because both prove that bloody impossible. Because to push from behind would have ended up on the rocks, not in the river. Push her over the side, there's not really enough room on that bridge to manoeuvre like that. And also the ropes are freaking high. So you would have had to push her through, up and through, which too much time would have taken place there. And Valerie Hawthorne would have shot him more. So yeah. And I love how Cornered comes back. Just whenever this piece of music turns up, oh, it's so satisfying. Like, of all of the pieces of music in the Destiny franchise, it's this one. This is the one that gets your blood pumping, makes you just feel like everything is good and satisfying and freaking amazing. And it's these moments in the game that I always see as the highlights. Because it's always these moments where everything is exciting. And it is, I feel, where the game has its high points. It's where the franchise has its high points, really. And when the corner theme is outstanding, it's gaming perfection. When it's not so good, it's not quite as exciting. And to be fair, I would say that the original Cornered and the Trials and Tribulations version of Cornered, which are the same song, just slightly remixed, I would say are the best Cornered themes in the franchise. There are a few other brilliant ones, but I would say that these two are the standouts among the games. But yes, here we go. Didn't want the crime photo, wanted the witnesses photo. Boom! So I was probably wrong actually about saying you could bring out the witnesses photo at the same time as the map, but both of them got used, so it's all good. But yeah, well, there is also the fact that they've been shot in the arm. Very difficult to throw him over the edge, but this is the point that I would have made. Gun trained on him. He ain't throwing a girl over the dock bridge. Just not happening. He would have been dead before that happened. She might have, you know, fallen in because he dropped her when he got shot again, but then he'd be dead. So that'd be the end of that one. And not really, if you angled yourself just right, and also you wanted to nick a $2 million diamond. I'd fancy those odds, to be fair. Because then she could have had the diamond all to herself, the greedy cowbag. So you see, clearly here, and there we have it. The truth is out. And basically we have hopefully just proved that Terry was innocent of previous crime, but we've broken down Dahlia Hawthorne's lovely sweet smile persona, and now she's demonic as anything. And there we go. The other piece of the puzzle, Valerie. Yeah, it's all staged. Terry told us this much. But then clearly Valerie knew, and it played on her conscience, and that's why she wanted to turn everything right. So, yeah, she told Dahlia, and she was going to reveal the truth to everyone. But yeah, Dahlia, no, that couldn't have happened. So Dahlia decided to kill her and frame Terry for that. Boom! And so, Psychopath is revealed. Ow. Don't actually have that evidence, actually. And we can't prove that either. Ah, frick. It all makes sense! This is the stuff that's really frustrating. We don't have evidence, therefore we can't pin the bloody cow bag. Which is really, really, really irritating. Because we were so close. Oh yeah, I forgot about that one. So there's still one person about who we can get to testify, because he saw what went on. So, yeah, there is indeed only one person left. And the only person that we can bring out is Terry Falls. And hopefully he will reveal the truth to us all. We pray. Because, yeah. I mean, obviously, bias, whether you believe it or not. But Terry's the only one who can say everything that happened, and to be fair, he could corroborate that the kidnapping was a fake, because he was the one who told us it was fake, but also, yeah, he's the one who can hopefully prove he was on the bridge. You'd hope he'd remember his ex-girlfriend, but I suppose foggy, misty, rainy, miserable, coat up to mouth, maybe, with scarf. Bit difficult. So, come on, Terry. We're nearly there. We can nearly save you, please. Oh, he seems so heartbroken. Ugh, what a slimy, creepy cow bag. But yeah, like, up to this point, Terry Falls has been a bit of a mentally deranged character. But bless him, he's been used and abused. And his heart is just breaking. And it's never fun seeing someone hurt like that. Please don't use double negatives. I never put no body in the car. It means you did put a body in the car. But either way, this is the final piece of testimony that we have, and actually the majority of it is just a load of old bull. So, I think there's like 4 pieces of testimony that we can bust out the truth on. So that's exactly what we're going to do. Because if she weren't there and you waited on the bridge, then how did she get to the other side of the bridge? Because surely Terry would be standing where the victim was standing, and yada 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 yada. So none of that makes sense. And oh dear, I'm not liking that look of coffin. Not at all. So, ta-da! Which basically means that Dahlia could have killed Valerie, and therefore, all sorted. But yeah, he's not sounding so good, or looking so good for that fact. Oh dear, I don't like where this is going. There we go. So, yeah, it's plenty of time for things to happen. And to frame him. But can we focus on the issue at hand here? He's not looking well, and oh dear, that really don't look good. And that is ultimately why Mia was so shaken up when it came to Turnabout Memories, because that was how her first trial ended. And that is why she was so utterly determined to bring Dahlia Hawthorne down in that first case of this game, because she slipped away in this trial. She was behind it all. She slipped away. And then went on to bring more death and destruction. So thank God we got her in the end. But oh. And oh! That just certainly sounds a little bit familiar. Hey! And there we go, that is the end of our time with Mia Fey in court. Turnabout Beginnings, the very first case in the Ace Attorney timeline, for the main series anyway, is complete. And while Dahlia Hawthorne was eventually found guilty, I'm sure this ultimately isn't the end of the story. So, thanks for watching Turnabout Beginnings. I hope you join me for the final trial of the game, Bridge to the Turnabout. See you then.